Paperboy News, here to deliver y'all that daily report. Now we see 600 crashing out right in front of us on social media, so let's talk about it. Now there's a lot of civilians that carry their burner with them, and the only reason they do that is for protection. For instance, if they go to a store or something and somebody tries to come rob them, they have the right to defend themselves. Then you got the people from the streets. And the reason why they got the thing on them is because the area that they live in usually ain't a safe one. And they usually pack it on them just in case somebody comes over there and tries to do bodily harm to them so they can defend themselves. But there's other cases where a lot of people got the thing on them because they're gang members and they go slide on their ops. Now I brought all of that up is because I'm trying to figure out which category Christopher Lovejoy fits in. Pause. Because when he first popped up to YouTube, he was like 40 years old and he was pretending that he was a full-fledged gang member from Rollin 60s. Then he had his fallout with Brick Baby, and Brick Baby raised the question, is 600 even from Rollin 60s? Then he asked 600 if he is, who put him on the set? Because after Brick Baby found out how old 600 was, he started looking at the people that was around that age bracket in front of Rollin 60s as actually reputables, and they said they don't even remember 600 at that time. Then later on we find out that Christopher Lovejoy got put on Rollin 60s according to what they said in his late 20s, almost 30, which technically means that Brick Baby and everybody in Brick Baby's generation from the Rollin 60s is 600's big homies. Then the other thing that I question about 600 is he's over here trying to expose other people on their paperwork, but he got sealed paperwork that he hasn't even exposed to us to prove that he ain't snitched on nobody. And right when Wack 100 pressed him about his sealed paperwork, 600 said he's gonna send his paperwork over there to clear his name. And then nothing was unsealed and Wack 100 never brought it back up. And then out of nowhere, they became the best of friends and started their own little thing called the Exposures, where they expose other people that got bad paperwork on them, even though these two got bad paperwork on them. Now 600 is a man of many identities. One minute you'll catch him in the boxing gym trying to be a professional boxer, then you'll catch him with a fake LAPD chain hanging out with the police pretending that he's trying to be law enforcement. Then the last one is 600 always tries to put on this image that he's really from the streets, but he got a CCW and he got it all for the wrong reasons, which is the reason why we here for this content today. Now I guess 600 was in the Rollin 60s area and he pulled into a liquor store, but when he came out the store, you can hear an older gentleman and 600 pressing up on him. And for those of y'all that heard that voice, you should already know who that is, and he's a reputable / OG from Rollin 60s. So now that we already established that 600 ain't no reputable, nor is he really even from Rollin 60s, my question is, he has nothing but police vibes and he got a CCW. So why in the hell is he in the projects going to their hood local liquor store for? Now let me make it clear for you 600, you're not welcome in the 60s no more. They don't like you because of what you try to do. Like you try to make content off of exposing people from your so-called section. Now the crazy thing about all of this is, before 600 was even on YouTube, he never even had to carry a burner with him. But it's like the more he was on the internet, he felt as though his life was more in danger when he was on social media than when he was actually in the streets. And the reason why is because he was never actually in the streets. Now I see this a lot. There's a lot of people that were civilians their whole life, and then when they make some money or gain some traction, they make some money and go on the social media platform. Then they try to rewrite their history and pretend like they was this super tough OG gangster so that everybody can be fooled. But for those people that was raised around them in that section, they looking at you like you a big goofy and / wannabe. 600 need to get his life together because like I said, people forgive, but the streets don't. And if I'm sure whose voice I heard was that person, 600, he's gonna be in some big trouble because that guy's a reputable. But like I said, at the end of the day, it's just content for us. And like I said, at the end of the day, that's 600's life and he's got to deal with it. But y'all like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in that comment section. It's Paperboy News Stand. Y'all be safe and stay dangerous out there. Gone.